Hey guys, welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's video, we are going to be finding out where you'll be in 10 years. Ooh, alright. So, yeah, we have 4 piles here as usual. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Feel free to pause this video for a moment if you need some time to meditate on which of these piles you feel the most drawn to. You can either choose based on the pile or the crystal. And once you've decided, you can fast forward to the timestamp in the description box below. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. And we will start with pile 1. Hey pile 1, welcome to your reading for all of you who chose the Angelite crystal. Beautiful. Let's get into your cards. We'll start off with your tarot and see where you'll be in the next 10 years. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. This is the Crow Tarot, by the way. The Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So we have a lot of Cups cards already in this reading. Cups are all about the emotions. They deal with relationships. It's very beautiful that we start off with the Queen of Cups. I can see already that in 10 years' time, you guys will have matured emotionally and will have a greater emotional awareness, for sure. For many of you guys, I actually see you starting a family or buying a house. Something that's very fulfilling and rewarding. The thing is about this pile is, even though in 10 years' time, a lot of the projects and things that you set out to do, you will accomplish, I don't really see you guys slowing down, even though you will accomplish a lot, and in a traditional sense, you will embark on things that might seem that you're settling down, like starting a family or even getting married. You guys will still be going at a fast pace and will be working just as hard. Honestly, I do think that you guys will be in a very good place in 10 years' time. We have the Ace of Cups here, which is a very positive force. If anything, I love that we have these flowers that you can see in the fountain. The cup itself is overflowing. That tells me that you will be very fulfilled, very happy, like overfilling cup. We also have flowers here as well in the Six of Cups. This is traditionally a card of children. That's why I said many of you guys might start families, but even if you aren't starting a family in a traditional sense, you could just feel whole. Like you have your career, your personal life, and the family that you are connected with will all be in alignment and feel balanced, okay? There's a lot of emotional stability coming up and alignments happening for you. We have the High Priestess, which is all about silent power, intuition. It's actually quite similar to the Queen of Cups. These are both divine, feminine, receptive energies that have a heightened awareness and emotional maturity. Let's see what is going on in your other cards to get more info. Okay. So we have a time to give rather than take, New Moon in Virgo, and your hard work is paying off, New Moon in Capricorn. Ooh, beautiful. So we have 2 new moons in earth signs. That's amazing, guys. Your career, whatever you guys are doing right now will really be taking off, and these fruits will be ripe in 10 years' time. As I said, the flower imagery that we have always signals abundance and things being in bloom, quite literally. And in terms of your career, I think this new moon in Capricorn is pretty obvious. Your hard work will be paying off in 10 years' time. But also, as I said, I don't really see you guys slowing down though either. I think this being a new moon, it still signals room for improvement. And obviously, life, there's never just one end all meet all goal, even though you guys will be in such a good place. And then the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. I think you guys will be wanting to give back. You will be in such a good, secure position for yourself financially, but more so emotionally. I see you guys giving this love back to others, refilling their cup as well, because this cup is overflowing. It's almost like you guys have so much that you have enough to spare, and you're giving back to those who supported you, those people who will stand by you, your family, of course, if you aren't already starting a family by this time. Yeah, a lot of these earth seeds, it's beautiful that we have 2 earth signs here. That makes me think that these seeds that you plant right now, they will be in bloom by this time. And also, you'll probably be planting new seeds as well in 10 years. You might have other new projects to start. I mean, the Ace of Cups, aces are all about new beginnings and fresh starts. So there could be an emotional new start coming in 10 years. This could be a relationship. As I said, it could be a family, you buying a new house, some emotional endeavor or project that either will be reaching its peak, its ripening around this time, or that you will start to undergo. Beautiful. But there's already, I mean, this pile has such an emphasis on cups. So really, you guys will be in such a good place emotionally in 10 years. You might have already gotten married, have met the person of your dreams, be living your dream life. Honestly, the High Priestess has visions. As I said, she's very psychic and tuned in to her surroundings and allows things to come to her. She is an expert manifester. So any visions that you guys are having now, or the dream self that you envision of who you want to be, you will be that person, literally. And I'm not saying that just, to tell you guys what you want to hear necessarily, but genuinely, this is what the cards are telling me, is that the way that you imagine your dream self or the person you want to be to feel, the emotions that that person would have, or how fulfilled and happy they must be, that will come to you. That will come to fruition with this Ace of Cups. And it might not be in the form that you expect, but it is here, and it will happen regardless of who you are right now or the situation that's going on in your life currently. Okay? So, for your next cards, we have Wishbone, affirmation, and we have psychometry, sensitivity. I love Wishbone. This is one of my favorite cards, actually. It says affirmation, right? So, I think anything that you are wondering right now, but also, as I said, I think you guys are already psychically tuned in to the energies that you want to manifest and bring into your life, the security and emotional abundance that you want in the future. You guys are already envisioning that, and whether you know it or not, you are manifesting it. So this wishbone is serving as an affirmation that the dreams that you have of who you'll become are on their way to coming true. Okay? Remember, this is an affirmation card, so anything that needs affirming, anything that you might be doubting right now or wondering whether if it's possible, it really is. But as I said, it might not quite be in the form you expect, but you will be just as happy, if not happier. Okay? And then sensitivity, psychometry. This is really interesting. I also just saw this next to the new moon in Virgo and thought, with the hand reaching out, this being a time to give back rather than take. You guys are learning to channel your intuition and your receptivity to manifesting and slowly but surely building the life that you want for yourselves. But in the grand scheme of things, this combo is really signaling you guys finding love and emotional security. Obviously, when I say love, I mean it could be your romantic partner, it could be you guys finding true love, but it also, in general, is just you guys accumulating that support in your life. You know, like family love, you know, friends who love you, who are standing by you in times of difficulty. That's really what I'm talking about. You guys finding a support system, manifesting that as well. But really, I see this as you guys being in such a good position emotionally and financially in 10 years' time that you are ready to give back to people and gift others these seeds of love. Ooh, okay. So for your last cards, we have You Are Unique. It says, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Gorgeous. And then do not be frustrated, let go, and feel peaceful. Okay, so when I saw this card, I immediately thought that this is about you. And the thing is, in 10 years' time, I'm not really picking up on your career or finances, material things, as much as you feeling comfortable and good in your own skin. This is all about you guys feeling supported, loved, that you are able to give that back to people too, and make other people feel emotionally supported too. I think that this journey, you know, that this next 10 years will bring you has a lot to do with emotional maturity. As I said, we start off with the Queen of Cups. So this is a journey ultimately, you know, we're arriving at the destination of the Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, which is obviously emotional abundance, new beginnings, love and family. But in order to get there, you guys are learning to develop yourselves, your intuition, things that are important to you, developing certain skills as well. In 10 years' time, I don't really see you guys slowing down. As I've been saying, obviously your career will be, you will be getting a lot back from that if you're investing in it now. 10 years from 10 years, you guys will obviously be reaping a lot of these career successes. In the process, the journey is about you guys discovering yourself, your dream self, who you're meant to be, and just bettering yourself. This is a journey of you guys learning how to be the best version that you can be for you and for the people who you love. All right? Yeah. I am going to roll you guys some astro dice just to get any last minute info. Ooh, beautiful. So we have Mercury, first house, and Sagittarius. Yeah. Okay, Mercury, learning, self-bettering. Yeah, and the first house is all about the self. This is the house of the physical appearance, the ego, It's how we project ourselves out into the world. And Sagittarius is all about looking to the future. It's the sign of optimism, luck. I think this road, you know, a lot of these cards are very beautiful and positive. It's a pretty smooth road, honestly, to where you're going in the next 10 years and in what you're doing, right? But it is a deep journey, and through that you guys are really discovering who you want to be, you know, the first house, who you are, and how you can better yourself, how you can grow and learn to support those around you. And this do not feel frustrated card, let go and feel peaceful. No matter what comes your way or what you guys decide to do, just let peace guide you. You guys have a lot to look forward to in the next 10 years, where you will get to, the support team that you'll have around you. There's a lot of love, as I said, in these cards that will be in your life. And obviously a lot of rewards financially with your career. So yeah, overall, this pile is about maturity, growth, learning, you guys discovering your dream self. Many of these dreams actually coming to fruition. You guys finding your support team. Ultimately, you guys are going to feel like you found your family. You have love in your life. You feel so full and whole in the next 10 years. In 10 years, that it will be a time for you to give back, start giving back, and to also keep going on this journey, because it's never done. We're always growing, bettering ourselves, learning and teaching others too. So yeah, I will leave this pile here for now. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it resonated. If you did like it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's get into it and see where you will be in 10 years. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot. We have the Sun. Ooh, okay. The Queen of Wands. The King of Swords. The Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So we start off on a positive note. We have the Sun, and we also follow it with the Queen of Wands. This is strong Leo energy. Leo's ruled by the Sun. We have these lions here. It's possible you guys might actually meet your partner within this time, within these next 10 years, because we also have the King and the Queen here. We have these two crowns, so that's definitely possible. You guys could meet someone who you end up marrying. So yeah, we have a lot of abundance here. I think you guys will definitely achieve a certain amount of confidence in yourself, independence. A lot of action is going to happen. You guys might have a lot of goals or ambitions that come to fruition as well. Okay, so we have two kind of themes here that are emerging. We have this positivity, this Sun Leo theme that deals with your sense of self, confidence, goals. And then we have this separate theme going on in your reading that's kind of Saturnian, I want to say. We have the Saturn symbol here, and then the Ten of Wands card is making me think of responsibility. This actually is a card traditionally depicting biting off way too much than you can chew. We have the raven, or the crow, sorry, this is the crow tarot, carrying the stack of wands that's kind of weighing him down. So something to watch out for, guys. I think, is biting off too much than you can chew financially within this 10-year period, because that might saddle you up to a lot more commitments and responsibilities that you otherwise might not need in your life. So that is something to watch out for. Just be careful about overspending. I mean, obviously, if you guys do make some big purchases within this period, like buying a car or something like that, I mean, as long as it feels essential and necessary to you, that's cool. But yeah, just something that I think you guys should watch out for is finding yourself, taking on way too much or not having foresight financially, okay? And it could also be relationships too. Just be careful of letting these wands, I mean, they could represent people, financial problems, but whatever this is, just watch out for you guys ending up being tied to things that you don't want in the long run, okay? So yeah, this could be people. Honestly, there might be some people who end up coming into your life who don't encourage you to make the smartest decisions for your future, or who kind of leech off of you, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anything like that, because where you guys want to be in 10 years is kind of this King of Swords adult, right? If you guys, I mean, depending on how old you are when you're watching this, especially if you are on the younger side, a strong theme in here is responsibility and independence. So it would make sense if you're on the younger side, and if in 10 years time you will officially be an adult, right? That would make sense with the Saturn. But yeah, you guys, where you will be is you will have a lot more independence and control in your life. I mean, hopefully that is, if you guys don't kind of fall into this trap of letting other people make important decisions for you, or letting a string of inefficient decisions, that is, like, get the better of you, and you guys ending up taking on much more than you want to be saddled with in the long run, okay? Especially financially, because we do have the Five of Pentacles here, and this is usually a card of, being deprived or even codependent on someone else, okay? So be careful about people who leash off of you, who are dependent on you, and also you yourself don't want to be in that position of being dependent on other people. So yeah, let's see what else you get. Nice. Okay, let's see. We have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back, South Node. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. And we also have waning moon. What do you need to release? Okay, interesting. So these are kind of opposite energies, waxing versus waning. Waxing is the moon increasing its way to being full, whereas waning is the moon decreasing in luminescence. It's on its way to being new or black. So yeah, there might be two different directions going on here. Yeah, you guys will have stuff that you need to release for sure, that, as I said, and I think it probably has to do with immature decisions, quite honestly. I mean, regardless of what age you are when you're watching this, or how old you'll be in 10 years time, I think a lot of the potential problems you could run into later down the line would be the result of immature decisions or spur of the moment, like impulses that you might have. But either way, I mean, regardless of what happens, I do see you guys really achieving that independence and responsibility that you need, okay? And then waxing moon, energy is gaining momentum. In 10 years time, I really see this as, things gaining momentum at that time. So a lot of the projects and goals won't be completely fulfilled or accomplished yet, but they will be. Like, they're gaining momentum. So this could also be, honestly, you guys could achieve a greater position in your career, a much more powerful, confident position in your life. And around this time in 10 years, you could be gaining momentum on the way to being promoted, or on the way to finding that power, like that Queen of Wands success that you really want, okay? The South Node, I kind of, yeah, this is this is the warning I think that I mentioned earlier, or just something that you guys should be aware of that potentially could be a setback. It says don't let your past hold you back. So that is, in 10 years time, you don't want decisions that you made when you were more immature, or things that you took up or decided to tie yourself to, especially people in your past. You don't want that to continue on and to eventually hold you back or become heavy. So this is something to be aware of. I mean, obviously nothing is definite. I'm not reading the future and telling you that this is going to happen, but I am saying that financial setbacks, overspending, people who are toxic, leeches that are still in your life around this time are things that could hold you back potentially in the long run, okay? Yeah. Let's check out some of your other cards. All right, we have, Thunder and Lightning Power. Yeah, you guys, really achieving, I think the thing that will mark your biggest achievement in 10 years' time is confidence in yourself. You guys really becoming independent and powerful in your own right, not relying on other people. I mean, hopefully. I really see you guys not being afraid of being yourself, of being confident, not being afraid of other people and what they might have to say about you. This is a really important card in this reading, I think, because we have the thunder and the lightning here, which is all about kind of making a statement. It's about light being exposed. And we also have the sun here too. So you guys will be so confident and strong in your self-expression, your actions. You will be so independent, and as I said, I think in 10 years' time you will be much more powerful in your sense of self, confidence, your willpower, but also this could be a literal power. You guys, as I said, being in a powerful career position, a much more powerful position, period, okay? And then, we have Shooting Star, Confirmation. Ooh, this is cool. I kind of, when I see this card, I think of like wishing upon a star and that whole fairy tale connotation that it has. That's magical. You guys, if there's something specifically that you are wishing for, or if there's some kind of childhood wish or dream that you have that is magical in that way, I don't want to say it will come to fruition necessarily, but it definitely will find a place in your life. Obviously, this card says confirmation, so I think that's pretty exciting. This is definitely a confirmation that these dreams will be realized and start to actualize. Because we have waxing moon. It says the energy is gaining momentum. So this wish or dream that you have specifically, it might not have fully materialized yet, but it sure as hell will be on the way to coming to fruition in your life, because it says the energy is gaining momentum. So it will be manifesting for sure. Okay, let's see your last cards. We have Silencing the Mind, Let Silence Guide You to Your Inner Peace, and Accepting Challenges, Trust Your Inner Resources. Interesting, yeah, okay. There will be many challenges that will present themselves on your path to becoming you and becoming independent and responsible, right? A big part of this is you guys learning to trust yourself and learning how to be discerning. Discernment is something that you guys will also gain, or sorry, game. It could be both. But that involves knowing who you can trust, right? Knowing who you can trust, learning to trust yourself as well. Silencing the mind is very cool that you guys got this. I see this card as narrowing down distractions because that's kind of what takes our mind, you know, it's what distracts us and gets us off track, and ultimately where we lose focus is in what we are distracted by. So I see this card as narrowing down your distractions, kind of getting rid of that mental clutter. And it could also be things in your life that make you feel that way. As I said, people or even bad habits that you guys have that you need to release will definitely help with that, because we do have also an emphasis on you guys needing to simplify things in your life, cut back, so things don't get overly complicated and you end up tying yourself either purposefully or accidentally to all of these wands and things that, you know, later down the road could weigh you down or be too heavy or too much for you, okay? But yeah, the last thing I'm going to do is roll the astro dice just to get any last minute info on this. Okay, so we have sun. Ooh, yeah, we have the sun again, guys. This is all about you guys. Your expression, being bold. The sun is all about creativity. It's a planet of action. It's fiery. Yeah, I think you guys will really step into your self-expression, sense of assertion, confidence, willpower. All of those qualities you guys will be so much more adept in. You might master the sun energy. And then we have Libra, which is about balance, relationships. As I said, one of the things you guys are going to want to do over this next 10-year period is simplify things, silencing the mind, focus on your mental health. Make sure that relationships aren't asking too much of you, okay? Libras have that tendency to give a lot of their energy away. So because we have such an emphasis on the sun in this reading, it's really asking you guys to focus on you and to be careful about giving too much of that energy away to others, especially, you know, toxic people who are just leeching off of you or trying to benefit off of your success or your optimism, okay? Your positive energy. Lastly, the fifth house. This is the house of creativity, children. This is the house that's actually ruled by Leo and the sun. So I love that we have that emphasis in this reading. Really just again confirming that in the next 10 years you will feel so powerful and confident in yourself and who you are, and with your goals and your aims. They will be gaining momentum on the way to actualizing the shooting star. Many of these setbacks or, you know, potential setbacks will not take this power away from you as long as you claim it for yourself and you are consistent about being, you know, showing up for yourself, being responsible. As I said, we do have another theme of Saturn energy in your readings, which is about like slower growth, things taking their time, but building something that is solid and keeping that discipline and focus on you and your goals, okay? So yeah, I will leave this reading here for now. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it made sense. If you did like it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Let's get into your cards and see where you will be in 10 years. Okay, let's start off with your tarot. We have the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, the Nine of Cups. The Eight of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Judgment. This is kind of eerie. Okay. Alright, Pile 3. So, what have we got here? Okay, so I'm getting a more non-conventional path that you guys will take. We start off with the Two of Pentacles. This is the card of juggling two different things in your life, or, you know, this could also be you guys feeling more inclined towards one thing and other people telling you to do the opposite. There's definitely a back and forth juggling motion with this card. This could be you guys kind of juggling different things in your life right now, or wondering if you should kind of follow the flock of birds or just stick to doing your own thing. Intuition is a big thing for this pile. We go from the Nine of Cups to the Eight of Cups, which is interesting because, I mean, Nine of Cups has all this abundance. We have like all these kinds of fruits in these cups. This is a card of ultimate possibility, wishes coming true, a lot of potential, and material abundance. Nine of Cups is that. And then we go to the Eight of Cups, which is leaving something behind. So honestly, I do see you guys taking a 180 in your life, especially if this has to do with your career path, because we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this aces are about new beginnings, and the Ace of Pentacles is the card of career success, promotion, even material abundance. But this is new. This isn't something that you might be working towards right now. The thing is, I see you guys, you're probably gonna be taking a different career path than the one that you have been doing. The thing is, you're leaving something behind within this next 10-year span. Probably in the middle, we have the Eight of Cups. As I said, this is all about, you know, choosing to leave something behind. And what's interesting when I look at these cards is that both of these crows are looking off into this direction, the direction of judgment, which I think is something that you're meant for, or that, you know, the universe is calling out to you to hear this. Something that you're destined for with your career or with your life path, as opposed to what you've been brought up to do or what other people have been telling you or pressuring you to do. I hope this is making sense so far. But I really see you guys taking a more non-conventional path. This could be also you guys literally leaving the place where you live and traveling to a different country or a different state and choosing to make roots there. For some reason, I keep seeing a cityscape in my mind. Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know, maybe that's a message. But I think what it is, it's telling me that you guys, if you're not moving to the city, like maybe you're moving away from the city, you're moving. This could be a literal move, like away from where you physically have lived or worked. It could be a mental move, you guys even taking up roots in with a different group of people or set of beliefs. A cultural shift is big here. I think that's really what this is getting at. And also, when I think of the city, I think of a cultural melting pot, jobs, you guys meeting people who will get you to go down a different path or a different, they'll help you rediscover your aims and what you actually are most happy doing, I want to say. Let's take a look at your other cards, pile 3, but so far I do really see you guys making a 180 in your life, especially career-wise. Moving to a different, moving somewhere else, or, taking up a job somewhere else. But yeah, a complete, you guys leaving something behind for something that could change your life. Okay, we have hold your vision, fixed moon, and emotions are running high, super moon. Okay, this is interesting. So, hold your vision. This is actually kind of similar to the two of, well, I see the correlation between these two energies as hold your vision. This is about you guys choosing to stick with your gut, what your gut is telling you, what you believe to be right for you versus what other people are telling you, or, what other people's vision is. This says hold your vision. Stay fixed in what you believe with the direction that you want to take, and independent of social pressures or what people believe is best for you. And that's the thing, that's where this Two of Pentacles comes in. You guys juggling that aspect of what other people think is best for you, or what, I think this is social pressure versus your gut and what the universe is calling you towards ultimately, this judgment. Because we have the symbol of Pluto here. And Pluto is all about transformation, rebirth. I think ultimately this journey that you'll take in the next 10 years, the destination is something completely new, obviously, because you have to release and let go of something else in order for this to be born. And the supermoon, right? Emotions are running high. Supermoon is when the moon is closest to the earth, so it appears that much bigger and fuller, right? I think there's only a few supermoons every year, so they're really a time of heightened intuition. The earth is physically closer to the moon, so we can feel that magnetic pull much stronger. And obviously our emotions, our intuition is on hyperdrive. So yeah, intuition is a big thing for this pile. Really follow your gut and listen to people who you trust aren't telling you something because they have their own agenda in mind or whatever, but genuinely because they're neutral or it doesn't affect them, I do think meeting a group of people who you resonate with on a soul level will help you release what you need to release so you can move forward with this Ace of Pentacles and this new opportunity that will present itself to you once you make that realization and decide for yourself what you want to do. Okay, let's get some more cards here. So what do we have? We have lots. We have lots, chance. Okay, we have dice, gamble. I always think of Vegas when I see this card. Okay, Vegas. Wheel of Fortune, fate. Yeah, you guys doing a complete 180. The universe is gonna spin that wheel for you, and it's gonna be up to you guys to figure out where you want it to go or where you want it to stop. The Wheel of Fortune deals with dramatic changes, things that are out of our realm, our control, universal forces that are pushing us in a certain direction. So in that way, it's similar to Judgment. Judgment is also a universal card. It's actually interesting because Judgment is the last card in the Major Arcana, and it's the last card in your reading. So this is about endings, you guys ending something in this long 10-year cycle, something that, you know, really just isn't meant for you. And it might be hard to hear that, especially if this is a career that you always thought was right for you or that other people wanted you to do. But it could also be, you know, something else. It could be a lifestyle as well. It doesn't have to be a career specifically, but because we have the Ace of Pentacles, and Pentacles are traditionally correlated to material wealth and the career, I immediately thought that. But this could be a lifestyle shift that you guys are completely 180ing on. If it's, you know, has to do with your diet, for instance, this could be you guys giving up meat and going vegetarian or vegan. But yeah, this could be a lifestyle change. But I do think for many of you guys, you will physically end up moving somewhere else, and that will help you make that shift and that release more easy for you. But this Judgment, I see this as a calling, and this could be, again, if this is a career, this is a career that you feel called to do, not necessarily for monetary motivations like making a lot of money, but literally because you feel that you have a responsibility and a duty to do that, you know? Like, you know, careers like teaching or being a reporter, you don't make that much, but you have the opportunity to teach others and to bring truth into the light. So, you know, I'm not necessarily saying that you guys are gonna end up leaving a certain career behind for something that where you make less money. I'm not saying that. I mean, maybe, but whatever ends up happening to you guys in this 10-year period, you will end up in the long run feeling that you are doing something out of the goodness of your heart and for the greater good of all. Because Judgment, this is also tied to karma and the karmic weight on your soul. If any of you guys, you know, when I think of Egyptian mythology and imagery of, I think of the imagery of Osiris weighing the feather of the soul on the way to the afterlife. There's something that you guys will, you might not know or have any idea what this is, but there will be something that either you know, you might know what it is, but if you don't, there will be something that you feel really called to do for a greater purpose. That's what Judgment is all about, is finding that reconciliation between the soul and the universe and something that's beyond you. I hope this is making sense to you guys so far. I'm kind of muttering my words, stuttering much more with this pile. And I think it's because you guys feel confused. You might honestly feel like you don't know what the future holds for you or what you're meant to do. But trust me, it will seem like you guys are taking a chance in releasing what it is that you are meant to release, that you are, you know, gambling, right? But remember that if it feels right to you, and if you're keeping with your vision and following your intuition, it's Judgment that is calling out to you for a greater purpose. Okay, let's take a look at your last cards. So we have Heart of the Matter and Ending a Trauma. Beautiful. Okay. So Heart of the Matter. You guys are learning to follow your heart, your intuition a lot more. I think in this in 10 years, where you will be is in a much more secure, heartfelt place. And that will be the result of you guys following your heart. what your heart is telling you versus, you know, what other people or what seems to be the most logical thing you should do, right? And then we have ending a trauma. I see this also as kind of going along with this theme of release and transformation. It says transform memories and symptoms. That could also be what you're ultimately releasing, guys. It doesn't have to be anything physical necessarily. It could be a psychological pattern, something rooted deep in your lineage perhaps that's been passed down to you that you are ultimately putting a stop to. Okay, it doesn't need to be a career or anything physical. It could be something as simple as a trauma that you're putting a stop to. But either way, it takes a lot of courage for you guys. And I really feel for when I look at these cards, I feel that rush and kind of anticipation of things going one way or the other. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do for you guys is roll the astro dice just to get any last minute info. Okay, so we have Mars, second house, and Libra. Beautiful, guys. Okay, Mars. Mars is all about physical confidence, drive, passion. It's interesting that we have Libra because Libra is sort of the opposite of that. Things mellowing out, balancing out in your favor. We have the second house. This is actually the house of money and resources. I also think of the second house as values. You guys possibly rewarping your value system and what you prioritize or believe to be important in your life. Libra is all about balance, symmetry, relationships as well. As I said, I think a big part of your journey and where you're going to get to in the next 10 years has to do with the people you meet, possibly their belief systems, and surrounding yourself with people who are supportive of you and who push you forward in the direction, meeting people who give you that self-assuredness that you are free to do what you want, to go after what you want. Mars is about drive and willpower. So again, you guys, like, sticking to your vision, and don't be afraid to be stubborn about that. You know, really stick with what you know to be true and let that harmony and peace into your life, especially people who put you in that place and who don't judge you. Okay, so yeah, overall for this pile, I would say you will be in a completely different place 10 years from now than where you are right now. You might not really be able to foresee anything yet because the Wheel of Fortune and the universe work in mysterious ways. There will be opportunities that are presented to you spontaneously that encourage you to change and to release things that are deeply rooted in your psyche that might be preventing you from trusting yourself and where or what you feel called to do. So this is about you guys following your intuition, even if it feels at times like it could be risky or it's a gamble to just rely on it. Trust your heart and trust that the universe might have other plans in store for you. Okay? So yeah, I will leave this reading here for now. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it made sense. If you did like it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey, pile 4, my last pile, welcome to your reading. Let's get into it and see where you'll be in the next 10 years. Okay. We're starting off with your tarot. We have, we have the Star. the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, ooh, the Moon, and the Four of Swords. Okay, can you guys see that? All right. Interesting. Sorry, I can't speak. By the time I get to the last pile, please forgive me if I stutter. So we have the Star and the Moon. What strikes me is that we have two celestial objects in this reading, but both are associated with the nighttime. And I also see how in this card as well, we kind of have the sun being clouded over. So already we kind of have a theme of darkness, self-discovery. The nighttime I associate with intuition, shadow work. I think already that kind of sets the mood for this reading, the Star and the Moon here. And the Nine of Wands, this is a card of not like blindness, but not being able to see the bigger picture, or things having yet to be revealed to you, not knowing everything yet. And that's kind of what the Moon is for. The Moon, that's its job. It reveals things. The Moon kind of has that unpredictable quality to it, and it reveals things. That's sometimes why we fear it or go crazy, right? We're said to go crazy around the time of the full moon. Honestly, I think you guys are gonna, within this next 10-year period, I see you guys going through some really dramatic upheavals in your life and changes, possibly a breakup. I mean, we do have the Lovers here followed by the Moon. If we had it in a different order, I mean, maybe I would say that you're gonna be in a long-term steady relationship, but honestly, I don't really see that. So yeah, you guys might go through a breakup, some kind of ordeal, right? Ultimately, I see you guys, it's to make you guys focus on doing shadow work. I think that is already kind of the main thing that I'm seeing in these cards. And it's all for your mental health, because ultimately where you will be in 10 years is much more stable and balanced in your mental health, your responsibilities. The Four of Swords is symbolic of rest, meditation. Honestly, meditation is really what I recommend for you guys. Pile 4, if there's anything you can do to help you in general with shadow work, self-development, meditation is a big one. The Lovers also is a card, I mean, it obviously deals with relationships most of the time, but it is symbolically a card of having to make a choice, duality. It's traditionally associated with Gemini, so this could be a Gemini in your life. Maybe you are a Gemini, but even so, it's about, I think for you guys, making a choice. It might have to do with shadow work, and you guys, because I don't think you can really foresee it yet. Maybe you have some idea of what this is, but I think that there's some kind of unhealthy thing in your life that is deep rooted. It could be an addiction. It could be, as I said, this might end up being a breakup situation waiting to happen, or unhealthy patterns in your social life, in your family life. Something has got to give eventually within this 10-year span. I do see you guys making the choice, though, of confronting it with the Moon. The Moon isn't really something you can avoid. It's inevitable. And then eventually finding this Four of Swords, rest and mental calm. This is a card, as I said, of calm, peace, rest. And that's ultimately where you're trying to get to. The Star is kind of a guiding force. It's the card of future visions, aspirations, your higher self. So there is something guiding you on this path. And it could just be that will to better yourself, to want to aspire for something greater in life that's pushing you. But ultimately, it's that journey of you guys, I think, having to confront some fears on the way. There will be, I'm not gonna lie, I think there will be some challenges that you guys will have to face head on within the next 10 years that will really make you, force you to deal with it once and for all, or to run from it. But I think you guys will have to, there's something inescapable about this pile. I don't know why, but all my pile fours kind of have some divine or karmic pathways set up. I don't know why it happens, but pile four is always, for some reason, has more psychic work cut out for them. Let's get into your other cards, but so far, I think shadow work is the main thing that I'm seeing. Honestly, what's interesting about this pile is that the emphasis is more on the journey to get to the 10-year mark as opposed to who you'll be or where you'll be at that 10-year mark, which is interesting. So I think this next decade for you guys might be really life-changing and altering, okay? Let's get your Moonology cards. Okay. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And then we have you're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. Beautiful. Okay. For some reason, okay, the full moon and then the moon. Okay, wait. The moon and then the full moon in Scorpio. I see them as connected in a way. The full moon in Scorpio is all about rebirth, regeneration, those classic Scorpio themes. I think ultimately the end goal for you guys in 10 years, you will be a lot more strong mentally. I think there will be no challenge that you can't conquer because within this time, it will test you to really confront some major things that you don't want to deal with. Like, really. The full moon in Scorpio, it can be messy, honestly, but I think you will be successful because we have you're very close to achieving your goal. For some of you guys, this could have to do, well, it's different for everyone, but for some of you guys, this could be health. A strong thing that's coming through is that maybe this is some kind of addiction that you have. And addictions come in all forms, but it's clearly something that you love. It might be a guilty pleasure, but ultimately it has a way of manifesting negativity in your body, like physically. I think this has repercussions for you, whatever this is. And I see the Four of Swords as you guys, choosing to like put that sword down, choosing to give it up or, somehow release it. The Four of Swords deals with that. It's about learning to tune out everything else so you can just focus on mental peace and clarity and calmness, okay? And this is very optimistic. You're very close to achieving your goal. There will be some serious manifesting that you guys are doing that will take shape in 10 years. I don't think quite completely. I mean, it says you're very close. So, yeah, in 10 years, I think you'll still be working on whatever this is, whether it's shadow work or, rooting out some deep seated problems that have been following you or, people, whatever it is, you all know what it is. You're still going to be working on it, and it is a slow process to release, but you will be a much better person for it. It's helping you to realize your aspirations. The star, as I said, starting off this reading, this is a journey of you becoming your higher self and realizing those visions and aspirations that you want to carry over on your journey, your life path, and what is really guiding this light. All right. We have crystal ball, clarity, and we have smoke, prayers. Ooh, yeah, this is powerful, guys. This is the transformation we're talking about. You know, the phoenix rising from the flames? That's exactly it. We have the flames, the smoke. You guys will become a completely different person, you know, in that 10-year span. You might not recognize yourself in 10 years. I think pile 4, you will be completely different. I mean, you'll still be the same person, but what you stand for and the types of experiences that will have shaped you will give you so much clarity. And we have the thunder, the lightning in this ball, which is symbolic of power, capturing that attention. We have a lot of symbols in this reading that deal with that, you know, like the star and the moon, things being brought to life, brought to light. It's like a statement of your guys' power. This crystal ball, how much clarity and mental control it takes to root and transform, you know, de-root and transform yourself here. Yeah. Okay, let's see your last cards. Yeah. Balanced life. Love seeks your well-being. Listen to advice. Guidance is needed to cross the ocean of life. And we have return to joy. We are here to experience joy. I love how these kind of have the same colors. We have pinks, greens, which are connected to the heart chakra. And then we have balanced life. So I really think this has to do on some level with your health and your well-being. This journey that you will be on for the next 10 years, where you will become much more of a healthy, better person because of it. And that's the thing, because if we aren't healthy and if we don't deal with our addictions, our, you know, habits that we need to heal and eventually release, they might alter or hinder our ability to be ourselves or to experience things like joy, okay? So that's very important for this pile, especially if this is something that deals with your health on a physical level, but I mean, it could be your mental health and have to do with relationships and people. But regardless of what it is, it's the same themes for all of you of growth, reclaiming your control and mental clarity, becoming much more in control of your life, and being very close within this, in 10 years to having achieved this balanced life. Okay, so the last thing I'll do is roll the Astro dice just to get any last minute info for pile 4. Beautiful. Okay, so we have Pisces, we have Pluto, and 5th house. Beautiful, guys. The 5th house is the house of children, fun, creativity, joy. This card, it makes me think of the 5th house. And kind of that return to experiencing life in a colorful, thoughtful way. And we have Pluto. This is what we've been talking about, I think, in this reading. That's such a big theme for you guys. We have full moon in Scorpio is releasing something, going through some kind of ordeal or, challenge that really tests how much control and how much control you have, and also how much you can take to be the person who you're setting out to be this higher self, to lead a well-balanced life, and to have clarity, true clarity and calm, okay? That's what Pluto and Pisces is all about. Pisces is the sign of spirituality, the imagination. I think of meditation and calmness with Pisces as well. And also, again, like, watch out for addictions, guys, because Pisces especially is prone to that tendency of escapism, especially through drugs or alcohol, but for some of you guys as well, it could be relationships, as I've mentioned. Whatever it is, Pisces is symbolic of that. And obviously, Pluto is that big transformation and life-changing challenge that this pile will conquer within the next 10 years. Okay? So yeah, I will leave this pile here for now. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it made sense. If you did like it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later.